Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. And for today's video I'll be going over various things like the new poster that we got of The Flash Season 7, the potential return of Leonard Snart, and some things about DC FanDome since we're just a week away from it, which is very exciting since we'll be getting tons of new things DC related. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so literally like 20 minutes ago, by the time I'm recording this video, we got this new poster released for The Flash Season 7. With this time consisting of our proper main character, Barry Allen, aka The Flash. Now, I know I said I'm recording this like 20 minutes later the poster came out, but this video will be out a day later because I have a Stargirl video planned for tonight. And let's just say something, this poster looks amazing. I really love the coloring scheme of this poster with that red and orange flash colors around it. And I love the Speedforce lightning effects with it as well. It just makes it look really cool. And I really like how in the background that they have this sweet lightning bolt behind Barry. It just looks really cool, especially with that as I said, Speedforce lightning and just the coloring in general. It's very eye-catching and it looks amazing. However, if you're asking me, I much rather prefer the Iris poster. I think the Iris poster just looks a lot better in general, but the Flash one does look pretty cool as well, so I'm not gonna complain. Now, as you guys can see, once again in the corners we have that comic booky background once again, which makes it look awesome. And I do hope we get even more posters of this because they just look really cool. So in my last poster breakdown, I obviously had this theory that these comic book photos that we're seeing in the poster will somehow be reincarnated into the show. As you would remember, we had that Mirrorverse background with Iris. So that poster definitely had something to do with that Mirrorverse storyline. So just like what I did with my Iris poster breakdown, I'll do exactly the same thing with the Flash one. Okay, so first off, at the top left hand side, we obviously have a photo of comic book Flash with him going all lightning all around him. Now, despite this being a cool effect and all for it complementing the poster, could this potentially be linked to the new Speedforce that we know Barry was working to make? Because we do see lightning literally electrocuting everywhere around him, which obviously alludes to the fact that it's something related to the Speedforce. So this could be that he somewhat got his Speedforce back and this is the first time he got it and he starts all electrocuting and something like that. Maybe that is something that they will do. Now, with the new Speedforce, you'd obviously expect some differences between the original Speedforce and the new one that is made. I hope it's not some inconsistent speed thing where they make the Flash a lot slower. Now, although the Speedforce could nerf most of Barry's powers a bit, or maybe could affect certain things, like he's no longer able to time travel maybe, or he might have to use the cosmic treadmill to time travel. Maybe things like that will happen. Now, this would open new possibilities for things to happen, as it was said to be the biggest advancement that the show has done. So the new Speedforce definitely has some new story opportunities to play along with as well. So maybe they could also give Barry some new powers that could happen with this new Speedforce. But if I'm being honest, I'd much rather have the old Speedforce and just have it restored, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they have with the new Speedforce. But moving on to the next one, and it is obviously comic book Barry Allen by the looks of it, and he's wearing a Flash t-shirt with just normal clothes, which is quite interesting. Now, as soon as I saw this, it gave me a reminder of the Flash Year 1 suit from the comics, as Barry literally used a Flash t-shirt for that. But that's not what's happening over here, and I honestly don't have much to say about this one. I have no idea why that is there, but it looks pretty interesting. Now, the next two pictures are really hard to see but the one at the top right seems to be a photo of the Speedforce when Barry's like running through it or something. And the other one looks like the Flash is facing off someone, but it's really hard to tell. But this shot, the one that's hard to tell, the second one, gave me a reminder of those shots which we had of the Flash in the season 6 finale when the background and everything was all red and stuff. So could that be something related to that? I don't know. However, this last one is definitely the most interesting one out of all, and it's a photo of Captain Cold. What? Now let's face it, there's no way you make a Flash poster like this and intentionally put up a picture of Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, and put him in the cover over there when he's a dead character in the show. Now obviously he is one of the iconic rogues in the Flash comics, which is why they could have put that there as well. But could this also potentially hint to the fact that Leonard Snart, or at least a version of him, will be returning in the Flash season 7? Now we know that Eric Wallace said that someone who we haven't seen in a long time will be making a guest appearance in episode 1 of this season. So could this potentially be Citizen Cold by any chance? Citizen Cold, that being obviously the Earth X version. So we obviously know that Captain Cold is dead, as he died way back in Legends season 1. However, the same can't be said for Leo Snart, as last we saw him was in The Flash season 4. Now I know post-crisis could have changed a lot of things, maybe he could be dead, but we don't know for sure, and they could potentially bring him in for this season. And also adding on to that, the picture of Captain Cold in the comics, like he's wearing the exact same clothes as that of Citizen Cold in the show. I am aware that this is how Captain Cold looks in the comics, but they must have done this for a reason as well. Now you guys would have known Earth X had also merged with Earth Prime, as we found out from the timelines that Cisco built in episode 10 of season 6. So could it actually be that we see Leo Snart return for an episode in season 7? Who knows? And that is obviously if they, clear up that plot hole about the doppelgangers and stuff. And we know like Leonard Snart is dead, so Leo Snart could have potentially took his place in Earth Prime. Maybe they could have went that route. And obviously since the Ray is around, that could obviously mean that Citizen Cold could potentially be around as well. But yeah, this is it for the poster breakdown, and once again, it looks really, really cool. Now, one thing I actually wasn't expecting, and this was from Twitter, and it was that during the end of Stargirl's finale in the CW, we actually got this very interesting promo of DC FanDome. Now, DC FanDome, as we know, is obviously during 22nd of August, and that is where we have the panels for various stuff DC related, and some new first looks and sneak peeks, and even trailers for, as I said, DC stuff. However, I'll try to put up like the clip if I can find it, and we have this promo of DC FanDome, and it's actually a first look sneak peek promo for DC FanDome, and essentially at 7:30 p.m. US time during 18th of August, there will actually be this 30-minute preview of DC FanDome. So I'm guessing we will have some short sneak peeks for Arrowverse related stuff, so be on the look for that, I guess. And I'm saying Arrowverse related stuff because it's airing on the CW and it's a 30-minute preview, so I'm guessing that will only be for the Arrowverse shows. And maybe during this preview we could potentially get the schedulings and the timings to specific Arrowverse panels and when they will obviously begin. Maybe they could do something like that. And obviously as we head into DC FanDome, we should be getting cool reveals about The Flash Season 7 and potentially, as I said, a trailer as well, since 90% of Episode 1 has already been filmed. Now with DC FanDome, unfortunately I have no idea if the panels will be pre-recorded or will it be live and airing live as we watch it. And that is obviously because if it was live and X many people join the panel, it could turn out to be really laggy and it could obviously be a disastrous thing. So I'm interested to see how they'll solve all of this. Now I'm guessing that it is pre-recorded because like a couple of weeks ago they have asked us to ask questions, and the fact that they say ask us questions alludes to the fact that this will indeed be pre-recorded and we will actually just watch whatever they have recorded. But yeah guys, this is pretty much it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.